upper and lower right arm. The 49-year-old who lives at Budu Sukila Sangre Grande is also a prisons officer, and he was rushed to the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex where he was medically examined by one Dr. Paul. Investigations on this matter are underway. In other news, human resources are the heart and soul of a company, and in the past, recruitment and other HR-related actions were done mainly by humans. Nowadays, the Human Resource Management Association of TNT, or HRMAT, says AI assisting with administrative details leaves HR professionals able to do other important work.
I mean, even things like recruitment and selection, which is a normal HR process, even that is transforming their interviews that are being done using AI. So people can actually do interviews without seeing somebody now. You know, so like the whole, like the HR universe is transforming into this AI metaverse. So there has been a lot of transformation globally.
Director of Advocacy HRMAT Cindy Wilson says that the use of technology can now free up executives to focus on the development of the company.
When you're doing recruitment and selection, for instance, moving away from virtual reality, things like, searching of resumes where HR professionals would, have to sit down and go through tons of resumes that come into the organization. The technology now allows for that, process to be sped up so much that it allows us time to focus on other things within the company.
The HRMAT conference will happen from the 7th to the 9th of November, bringing human resource management into the metaverse. The Trinidad and Tobago Dragon Boat Regatta will come off this weekend. President of the association, Keith Dalip, says this invigorating sport can help bring citizens outdoors after the long pause in sporting activities during the COVID-19 period.
I think, the COVID pandemic certainly had a horrible impact. We all know, economically, schools and everything, but to my mind as well, a lot of people became almost sort of paranoid, jaded, whatever. We've lost a lot of people from Dragon Boat who just fell off the grid, and I think the sport has formed, has presented itself as a rallying point. Again, so we're gradually seeing people coming back, remembering what it is to be in the outdoors, and this sport is definitely in the outdoors.
Oh, sure.
So we feel very happy that we're able to contribute to bringing back that element of human life.
This is the 16th year that the Dragon Boat Festival is being celebrated, and it is associated with the arrival of the Chinese in Trinidad and Tobago. Chinese Bicentennial Limited Events Director Franco Suchong highlighted the Chinese contribution to our country.
Chinese are a part of the Trinidad and Tobago landscape,
Of course.
and the Chinese have contributed immensely to the economics, political, financial.
Everywhere.
So it's this is the time that the Chinese show their contribution, and by showcasing its culture.
The festival will take place from the 14th to the 15th of October in Chaguaramas. In the weather forecast, this afternoon will be predominantly hot, sunny and slightly hazy, despite a few showers at times. There is a 30% chance of the isolated afternoon thunderstorm favoring western areas of Trinidad. Tonight is expected to be fair. Seas are slight to moderate with waves up to 1.5 meters, occasionally up to 2 meters in open waters, and less than 1 meter but occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. This is TTT News at noon. Follow us for these stories and more on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at TTT Live Online. An 18-year-old male suspect was caught allegedly with a stolen vehicle on Wednesday. He is now detained at the Sangre Grande police station assisting detectives with investigations. The stolen vehicle, a silver Nissan B14, is currently being processed by crime scene experts after being recovered by the officers of the Eastern Division in response to a report of larceny motor vehicle in the Sangre Grande district. According to police reports, at 11 p.m. on October 10th, a man secured the the vehicle by locking all doors and windows and went into his Sangre Grande home. At 12:05 a.m. on October 11th, the man was standing in his gallery when he saw that his vehicle drove off onto the street. Police were summoned and later intercepted the vehicle in the vicinity of Dump Road, Arima. A lone male suspect from Sangre Grande was immediately arrested. WPC Joseph is continuing investigations. More news after the break. Stay with us.
Boss, I'm not coming to work today. I can't see. No, nothing wrong with my eyes. I just can't see myself coming to work today. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm drinking rum today. I'm having fun today. Yeah! Holiday. Today is a holiday. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going to work today. Holiday. Today is a holiday.
There are no boundaries, boundaries of the color of green.
You know Sir Klaus Harib?
Not really, but I know of him. Why?
Well, he has a daughter, Radhika.
Wait just 1 minute. You don't think that I should?
Guess who?
Mano Benjamin. Is your only sister getting married? You should look good, even if it's for one day in your life.
Where's the joke?
TTT News, nightly at 6:30. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Welcome back to Sport Now. Santiago, Chile is the venue for the 2023 PanAm Games, where Trinidad and Tobago will compete in men's and women's field hockey. TTT Sport caught up with the men as they took on a President's 11 at the Police Training Academy, and we spoke to Coach Darren Cowie.
The men on the fringes of the national hockey team make up the President's 11, and they took Team TTO for a run on Sunday as preparations continue for Santiago 2023. Head coach Darren Cowie gave us an update on his team's progress.
I think the guys have been doing pretty well in their preparation. The physical aspect has improved. I think that's something that we wanted to focus on a lot, on the strength, speed, the endurance, and we've been seeing improvements in that part.
TNT is competing out of Pool B and will begin the campaign on October 25th versus the United States, with Brazil and Canada to follow on the 27th and 29th respectively. The women also start off against the USA on the 26th, then Uruguay on the 28th and Argentina on the 30th. It's no easy task.
The aspect of tactical play, we still have a few gaps that we need to fill, because we know when we get across there, it's USA, Canada and Brazil that are going to provide a very structured style of play. So if we're not disciplined and structured enough to block gaps, to make sure that we're in position to be able to communicate as well on our positioning, then we will falter a little bit. But we've been seeing the improvements, and it's a very young core players that we have here, and pretty excited about what they have to offer, energy-wise especially.
Preparation is set to continue when the team gets to Chile.
And we do get across there as well too. We're going to play some practice matches against Chile and possibly Mexico if we do have the time, and that should be a nice kind of precursor to the actual competition when we flick off against USA on the 25th.
Expectations, as expected, are high.
The expectation is to medal, of course. My expectation is also for us to medal. But even before that could happen, I think it's more about performance for me. I want to make sure that we are disciplined and structured in our system, and that we are able to communicate to each other effectively on the field and quickly on the field, so that we are you know, we're in the right positions, we're doing the right things, making sure that space, time, and vision is something that's important to us on and off the field. So really important for me to get that performance, but for them, of course, they wanna get that medal.
Wayne Cunningham, TTT Sport.
And that's TTT News at noon. I'm Mahalia Joseph Wharton. Have a good afternoon.
TTT News, online and fully interactive. Follow us on social media at TTT Live Online.
LP, just